to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Tripping better than slipping.
Welcome to the trap.
But sometimes we be tripping.
Welcome to the trap,
Welcome to the trap.
where we joke and rap,
Where we joking rap.
gut busting laughs, hand slapping laps.
Girl, slap it loud.
Get you through your day,
Get you through your day.
and it's free of cost.
I'm so cheap.
Don't you laugh too loud. Don't get fired by your boss.
I'm unemployed.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. I am your host, Rome Green Jr. In the building with me, I got Cam.
Got a PSA.
I got Emmanuel.
We blooded up today.
Bloody, yeah, they both wearing, can y'all both see how they can see it?
We got bloody bottoms.
You just got initiated.
You on your period?
Bloody bottoms.
Okay, all right, cool. Dang, all right. What's the PSA?
Anytime my girl on her period, I say Suwoo.
Yeah, Suwoo to the beehive.
What'd you say?
What's your PSA?
I have a PSA to all the women in Miami. Throughout the year, you get flued out.
Yeah.
You get treated the luxuries that, other women in other parts of the country don't get treated to.
Yeah.
I need you guys to do your part in helping the Miami Heat sweep the Celtics.
That's
I
good.
know the Celtics players, as soon as they won, they hit y'all like, hey, we going to be in town. What
Yeah.
you doing? What you going to be up to? You can stay at my place, whatever. I need you to accept all those invites.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to do anything illegal. I don't want you to poison them like they did Jordan in Utah.
Yeah,
I just want you to keep them up late. Bring them out to the club where they shouldn't be so controversy starts. I want stuff like that. I want you to be like, hey, I'm going to pull up at 2 a.m. and don't show up. So they stay up late. That's what I need y'all to do because we need to bring a championship back to Miami. So I need y'all to do y'all part. Y'all are a very important part that analysts ain't going to talk about, but we going to talk about it here.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a question for you. Now you want them to. Could that backfire? Is my question, because is getting pussy possibly beneficial before?
Usually they say not before sporting events. You don't want to do that.
And I can understand that, and I can understand that. But now let me give you another caveat to that. If the bad women of what town? It's Miami. Decide to do that, lay down with one of these tall men.
Let me give a disclaimer before you go where you're going. I'm not asking any woman not to do what y'all already going to be doing.
Yeah.
You're already going to be hanging out. I know they hit y'all up. I'm just asking you just to keep the team in mind,
Keep
whatever you're going to be doing. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not asking any woman that's not being hit up to go out there and actively search for the players. I'm talking about the ones that are being hit up. Keep the team in mind.
Right. So with that said, speaking of these dirty, skanky women,
I didn't say that. Those aren't my words. 'Cause they are part of the team.
Yeah.
So I respect y'all.
Okay, but what I'm saying is when the skanks start going with these guys, right, and they make love to them or do whatever they do.
No, they fucking.
I'm not even asking for that. I'm asking to keep them up, keep them tired.
No.
But I'm getting to the point. So what happens when maybe she because most likely they gonna be on some treat them like shit, right? Like, I'm just gonna fuck them, man. I'm just gonna diss.
Not every
What
guy's
if
like
some
that.
of the not every guys like that? You said
Yeah.
I'm not gonna treat all the
exactly. So what if some of these? Who's the team they're playing against?
Celtics.
What if the Celtics are some nice guys on the team, right?
No.
And they get some that night, and maybe they want to text her, hey, how you? I hope you got back, whatever, safe.
Yeah.
And she don't text him back. What if that give him motivation? Like, man, these bitches ain't shit on, and they start balling out on the court. Is that a possibility?
It's a possibility.
I think that's terrible motivation for whoever that player is. Why are you taking it
women
out
will
on us
motivate you
because of her? But I'm just asking for them just to keep the team in mind. I'm not asking you to do nothing that you ain't already about to do.
The reason why that's not going to motivate them is they have money. They got money already. If it was a up and comer, like maybe his rookie, maybe rookie contract, but these boys they've been out there.
Disposable income. Vash.
Yeah, disposable income. So they're not thinking about like, their motivation is more intrinsic. It's more like, hey, I want to make sure that I go out here and get this championship.
Right.
So that's why Cam is saying these guys are professionals. So you need to distract. They need to do everything they need to do to distract these guys.
Right.
Now, out of a team, I say if it's 100%, I'm thinking 60% have already hit the women already.
Okay.
60%.
Okay.
say
Knocked it
So
down.
you say 70? You say
about 70. All right.
There's a few people on the team that they're not going to do that. They're going to stay focused.
Right.
Because here's the thing: some of the
Yeah.
girls that know they gonna be hit up,
Yeah.
they were pulling for the Celtics
For
to
sure.
win. Because as soon as the Celtics
For
won,
sure.
they be like, "Girl, you know we gonna be at the game now."
Yeah.
So
That's facts.
It's like I
That's
want
facts.
you to do your part.
That's facts.
Helping bring the championship.
They were hoping for
to the
game
Heat.
6. What is it?
Yeah.
Game 6?
No, it's over now. To win.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know,
It's just
there's no hope
interesting.
there for a post nut clarity.
Yeah.
That's not beneficial on the court at all.
No.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to know that. Okay.
Because they're gonna be excreting and skeeting. So
on in the bedroom, not on the court.
yeah, well, yeah, not on.
Okay, I was speaking on court, and you said they're gonna be excreting. I was like, huh?
that energy is gonna be gone. So Cam needs them to get that energy out.
Got you.
Show up to the game.
Got you.
And
Okay.
man.
and let them do what they need
Start
to do.
some controversies. Like, why is Jason Tatum
Yeah.
in the club? Why is he at Club Live before game 2? That's what I
Yeah.
want.
I
Stuff
want to
like
know
that.
what
you want.
psychology.
Yeah, 'cause remember when John Morant was in the club? They're like, why is he in the club?
Yeah.
during
Right.
the-
Yeah.
Started. That's
Start
what I
that up.
need.
Yeah.
Or JR, what's
Yeah,
his name?
J.R.
Yeah,
Smith.
I need-
Didn't he get caught?
I mean, yeah, they
Yeah,
always
see,
in there.
now look, I don't know if that's going to
That's- the
affect a
niggas
player
staying
like
there.
Jason Tatum. He may listen to that and it don't do nothing.
might, yeah,
but I
it
just
might.
want this start
Yeah.
shit that this going to
I want to know the psychology of that. Is it just because we have dicks, or is it just
What?
like the psychology of like if I get booked for a commercial in New York right now,
Right.
my first thought isn't like, oh, let me look at the script. It's like, let me look at the tits. Like, let me see where, like,
Right.
what do I got out there? Or is that just the psychology of a single man doing his thing?
Single man for sure.
Okay.
I
Single
mean,
man for
I would
sure.
just say it's most men for sure.
But yeah, but I mean,
you know,
definitely, but I'm saying,
it
but
don't
definitely
stop
single.
when you-
But I'm saying definitely
Yeah.
single.
You think you
Yeah.
could just shut down DNA?
Yeah.
Goddamn it! Like
No.
genetics.
But it's more. I feel like it's more of a.
I think it's also this too.
Yeah.
It depends where you at financially.
For sure.
Because
For
like if you financially where you want to be, you can get to New York anytime.
Yeah.
Or get her to come here anytime.
So you're not really
But
thinking about it.
the less your finances are, the more you think about it. You be like, I gotta take advantage of this trip. I'm not in New York every week. I'm gonna be here,
Yeah.
but these days I gotta stack my plate.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
So,
that makes
very
sense.
thought out.
Whoever
Yeah.
that man is financially, it depends how he's thinking.
Yeah, his
Because
itinerary.
if you high up there financially, they'll be hitting you.
For sure.
Okay.
That's it, man.
Okay.
That man spitting facts.
Okay.
That man spitting facts.
All right.
They'll know you're going to the city without you letting them know you're going to the city.
Or if they
Right.
don't, when they see you in the city, they're gonna be upset that
For
you didn't
sure.
hit them. Or you could just put up on your story, landed in New York, and then it'll begin.
That feels better to put it on a story. I'm down with the stunting in order to get what you need to get. I'm down with that because it feels
Stunting to
better.
get- okay.
But
Yeah,
it depends on the relationship with you and the girl, though.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if you've been talking to this girl, she gonna be mad.
No,
oh,
I'm not
so you
talking
ain't
about.
hit me.
I'm not talking about specific. I'm
You
talking
talking
about
about
like
this a random new girl.
yeah. You just in the city and
You
you just
stunting.
you stunt to get what you need.
That's good for your ego.
Yeah, it's good for the ego.
Is
If you
it
know
because-
you see a
but-
cute girl, you're gonna be like,
Now, what do you
come on,
mean
man.
by stunt? Like, can you?
So slight stunt.
you know.
Yeah, he don't really know. He ain't been.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't be stunting.
See, this is what this is his plan.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
All my hoes like niggas that get it out the mud.
what he's saying is, say he going to New York. When he
Yeah.
land in New York, in New York, he tag it.
Yeah, yeah,
And he's
yeah.
hoping, he's fishing basically.
Oh,
hoping
but
that-
online, digitally.
Yeah,
stuff.
story on his
digitally
story.
stunt, digitally
So
stunt.
he's fishing, throwing the bait in the lake,
Yeah.
hoping that a new girl bites that's attractive, and when she do, he gonna be in it. So,
Yeah.
you know, he like,
gonna-
and then he gonna
okay.
play it smooth, like he not excited, but he excited.
The stunts
He
get.
go ahead.
But I say the stunts get better over
Don't
time.
get us demonetized.
Those like what the stunt he's talking about is a good stunt, but
Right.
those are young man stunts. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. So
As you
what-
get older, you get older man stunts like you just show like your foot stepping out of a vehicle.
Okay, so that type of picture.
It's
In a
like
okay, okay.
picture story. No,
Okay,
boomerang.
okay. Yeah.
You know-
Slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm about to give one away. I don't know if I should get away, but for the sake
Come
of
on.
entertainment,
Come
it'd
on.
be good.
Let
It
the
hurts
brothers
us.
know.
It hurts us though.
But let the if this
It
helps
hurt,
other
I'm saying it'll
brothers.
hurt us.
Us in here.
us?
Well, hold on.
Well, let's think about it.
Let me tell you.
Let's think about this for a second.
Let it fly.
All right.
Go ahead, let it fly. Let's hear it.
So niggas be like, well, we going out the country next week. Or we be like, we going out of town next week. Like, so you be like, all right, we gonna see who hit you up about that city.
This
Stay in
nigga
that
can't
city.
be
it's
driving to Compton.
So it's like this. you know, on the 19th, we got to go to San Fran. We got to stay there for a night.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. But we'll talk about that later.
Classic though. That's classic. You know the one.
But I'm saying using your platform.
Yeah, use your platform.
Okay.
Everybody ain't got a podcast.
But in real life, the whole thing was like, you know, I'm only in the city for one night.
Yeah. And
You
but
know,
also it's
that's
just
that's classic.
you've worked hard.
You don't want to say that though. If you say for one night, it's alluding. It's too
Of course, if you
obvious.
say it like that, but if like alluding to it or
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're gonna know. Like, hey, I'm just here for the night, just to let you know.
think-
You gotta say
and
it
whatever
like-
you want to commit to, you commit.
But you got to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it like, oh, in New York for a 1 day shoot. I'm excited.
Yeah.
You don't
And
say
then-
I'm here for
Of
one
course,
night.
of course.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like you genuinely are doing these things because we're men who do things.
Yeah.
Now, if you
No,
just a bum ass nigga, it's
Yeah.
two different things. But because we work hard, I mean, sometimes you got to stunt hard.
Yeah, you
know
don't
what
want
I'm saying?
niggas that say I'm in your city for the night. Where you staying? In the streets of the city. I'm staying on the roads. You know.
Well, listen,
But look, if he in the city and he don't say nothing, that means he already got one.
Yeah.
He don't want
Yeah.
everyone to know.
And
Because he
it's-
may have one that he talking to, but it's a new one that came that he really want to be with,
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
ain't gonna say shit.
yeah.
Like if he go to a city and he ain't gonna post nothing, he there with.
I'll
he
say
got
this last
one.
thing. What's interesting is one time I posted a woman that I was with, like just like slight posted
ever
a
do
woman
that.
with,
Don't ever do that.
and guess
That's a
what?
straight friend.
That's what I'm saying. Even 'cause I knew because it is a straight friend. So I posted that, you get more DMs than ever.
Of course. Oh yeah, they love seeing you with another pretty chick. Right?
Man, yeah, she's beautiful. What's
Yeah.
You're not looking at her.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah,
Stop
man,
that.
I know all this gay ass shit, man. Honestly, like we you know, it's I understand it. I deeply understand it.
Yeah.
I just hope brothers like is there real life game still.
It should be. We still have it because we came from that. I don't know if some of the younger dude. I think if you ask a young dude to go up and cold, not call because he's not cold call, but cold up. Holler at a girl,
Right.
He gonna be a little. It's gonna be a little rough for him.
I was talking to one of my uncles, and he was saying that one of my nephews was having like he was noticing having a hard time speaking to girls.
Yeah.
And it was like, and you know, he pretty straight.
How old
He ain't
is
on a Wade, huh?
How old is
Dwayne.
the nephew?
What?
How old is the nephew?
He's about he's probably like 14, 15 now.
Oh, so all he know is online.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
all,
He's younger, but he's noticing what my uncle was saying. Like he noticed with a lot of kids, it's like the boys are scared to even approach girls now.
Yeah.
Because they whooping everybody ass and all these action movies.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
They scared to death to walk up to him.
I was like, speaking of ass whoopings, the Suns caught one last night. It was like
You watched that game?
No, I didn't watch it.
It was.
You might need to watch the highlights.
You didn't watch the
Of a
highlight?
blowout?
No, but it just looked crazy.
At halftime, it was 57-27.
And Luka had 27 points.
Oh, I did hear that. And so the whole team had 27,
Yes.
and Luka himself had 27.
Yes.
That's
27.
hilarious, yo.
They
got their ass whooped.
What game was that?
7.
He's the most
over.
he's the most regular bodied ass foreign white guy that just be balling.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's the modern day Larry Bird. You remember how Larry Bird
Yeah.
wasn't the most athletic, but he was efficient as fuck?
No, I think they took his DNA and they started having like. Have you noticed all the new white athletes all have that body?
They
type?
be balling.
Everybody from that boxing dude, what's his name?
Oh,
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
You got Tyson Fury from Tom Brady. I think they like, you know, something happened in the 90s, 80s where they said bad-bodied white men that can shoot.
Like,
he can barely jump, but
this
that
guy
nigga be
doesn't look
shooting.
like he balls.
I mean, he's not in bad. I mean, he's in bad looking
not
shape
even
for a
bad
basketball
shape.
player.
It just
but
he just look he just look regular, like he be at 24 fitness. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah,
LA
yeah,
Fit-
yeah, yeah.
Oh, he would
exactly.
be murdering in
That's
there.
what I'm saying. He one of them guys that come in there and would whoop ass, and you be like,
It's
where's this?
unsuspecting.
Like, where's
He's
this
good,
guy?
though,
Yeah, he's
man.
good. But yeah, they
Damn,
just
and I wonder how Atlanta feel, because you know Atlanta drafted him and they traded.
What did they trade
a
for?
Trade. It was a trade draft
Well,
day, I
it's
think.
not
Of the
terrible. Trey, not terrible.
Trey good.
Yeah.
But this
He
is
ain't no
generational.
Luka.
That's
This
generational.
is
Yeah,
generational.
that's
he ain't no
generational.
Luka.
Trey
That's-
is great.
That's their next dirt.
But this is generational.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's different.
That makes
Crazy how
sense.
teams just keep coming up with like the some of the great teams. They just keep getting lucky
Yeah.
on these star players or whatever for decades.
It's going. I'm hoping this may be Heat and Mavs will be interesting. That'd be interesting, but they gotta get past the Warriors.
Here's the thing, though. The most interesting thing that happened after this loss is them saying we're not calling him CP3 no more online. We're calling him Christopher Paul, and that was trending. First, that was funny, but the most entertaining thing all morning Pat Beverly being on First Take and Get Out.
Yeah.
That nigga needs to be a TV
Or
host
podcast
after this is done.
Why he was just funny on that?
He was so blunt.
Yeah,
he
very
was keeping
blunt.
it real. He was saying nobody in NBA scared of Chris Paul. Like, we talk about this. He was like, I had a player. He's like, I ain't gonna say it. Actually, I am. It was like Paul George told me this and that, and like he was blunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was so like that's the most entertaining I ever seen First Take in a long time.
It's like I like Pat Like he's one of them players that if he's on your team, you love him.
Yeah.
If he's not on your team, you don't like him.
I encourage y'all to go watch those clips.
But I
They're
respect
so
his
entertaining.
takes.
Right.
I respect his takes. Like he keeps it 100. He said, he was like telling Stephen A. He was like, a lot of the players they not gonna tell you certain truths. He was like, but I'm Pat Bev. I'm gonna,
He said, if I'm playing Chris Paul, I'm going out to get steak. I'm gonna drink some wine. I sweat it out in the pregame. He said, if I'm playing Steph Curry,
I'm going to bed.
Tell my girl don't call me. Tell my mom don't call me. I'm going to bed. I gotta get my rest.
It's too, but I understand what they saying from he was saying just from a defensive standpoint. Chris ain't not.
He called him a cone.
Yeah, he said
he's a cone. When you doing the drills, you roll around the cone. He's dead. That's Chris Paul.
He's worse than Harden.
They might be in the same.
They talked about Harden.
They played
but
together.
They talked about Harden defense.
Yeah,
so collectively, other teams should have scored 200.
Together, collectively, they're a construction site because it's just two cones.
That shit. I encourage y'all to go see that. So now we got the Mavs versus Golden State and Heat versus Celtics.
Yeah,
gonna be two hard battles.
It's gonna Celtics. They're the reason why Celtics and Heat is a great matchup. They're two team ball players. I feel like they both are just team players. So that's gonna be interesting.
Personnel wise, Celtics may have us. Like they got a lot to throw at us, to be honest.
True,
but
y'all got heart.
We got heart, and we gotta lean on some experience since they still a little young. But Jason Tatum, he a superstar to me. That nigga's coming. These niggas beat the two what they saying the greatest duos and KD and Kyrie ran through them, swept them. Then he had to go defending champs.
Yeah,
beat them. They are so confident right now.
I will say, Middleton playing might have been a different story.
Definitely, but still,
but for them to do what they did against Giannis,
you got to play with the cards you dealt.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that still was a tough match, and now, so we'll see.
So we shall see.
It's a different year. It feels like you don't need a superstar right now to be.
No, yes you do.
You need at least one. At least
but Miami's not. Oh, I guess you got Butler. But
I mean, he's not a superstar to me. But we're different. Like we just a straight team, and we got a deep bench. Yeah, that's our only difference. But most teams that win have a superstar. Steph, Luka, Jason Tatum, like all of them have their stars. So.
We shall see.
So y'all the underdog?
I would think we're the underdog.
They might be.
But we the number one seed, so
I'll pull for an underdog.
But I'm pulling, I'm pulling for Heat.
I'm pulling for Heat for sure.
So
why are you pulling for Heat?
Well, one, my dad
is from Orlando. Why aren't you going for the Magic?
He's from Sarasota.
Well, my dad from Sarasota.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But when I was younger, that's all he pulled for was the Heat, which is funny. He pulled for everybody in Miami.
Well, where's Sarasota? Closer to Orlando, or
I think closer. Yeah, closer to Orlando. Yeah. What's this soccer player?
So a Brazilian soccer player got fired from his job because he farted too much.
Oh my God!
So the team got sick of it.
Okay.
Because he would be farting during meetings. He'll be farting during serious moments. He farted one time while the team leader was talking, and the team got tired of it and they let him go because he farted too much. I was like, this would be Rome of the soccer world.
No,
that's hilarious.
It wouldn't be. I'm not gonna say that. It wouldn't be me.
Once you got used to people,
no. It wouldn't be me.
Well, let him speak. Why wouldn't it be you?
Well, one, I fart in my house in the comfort of my home, in the comfort of my podcast. I fart. I'm not gonna be in the middle of a meeting just farting.
I mean, it's hard for me to believe a man who records his farts may not be farting in meetings.
Good argument, but I'm not gonna be farting in meetings because we've had plenty of meetings. I ain't just gonna.
You have farted in a meeting. You have farted in a meeting.
We've all farted in a meeting. Don't do that. Don't do that. Look, lie. Go
I
ahead,
was
lie.
known not to have an asshole for at least
That's
4
true.
years,
That's
so
a fact.
I don't know what we talking
Yeah,
about.
you did.
It took me to know him for 10 years to hear him
You
fart.
just had a butthole. It's fine, but when you got it, you let it go.
I let it. I
We
mean, I
didn't
had to
think
do
he
what
got
I had to
butthole.
do.
When he got it surgically put in place, he started farting.
4 years in, I
But
deserve it.
there is excessive farting, and I guess he.
You're the
reached
most
it.
excessive farter in this.
No,
in
no,
this
I'm not.
group.
I'm still not
in
gonna
this
say.
group.
I'm still not gonna take that.
Who's more?
I'm still not gonna take that because I record. I'm not gonna take that.
No,
because,
you
no,
got- I think-
no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna take
But
that.
I think you got to.
No. The reason I'm gonna take that because
I slowed down on my farting.
so
you the
down
most-
on
no,
my
no, no.
fart
Such a
in
fart.
the
See,
quote
podcast.
of 2022.
See, this nigga Cam gonna try to play. He be trying to play the guy.
I was
slowing
honest.
down.
I was
I be
an
slowing
excessive
down.
farter in this
and
group.
then when this
but I
podcast
did slow
goes
down.
on, this nigga will be in here letting out airy ass farts, and then gonna be like, "Rome, stop farting." It's the same shit.
Not like that. You the most excessive farter right now.
No,
Currently,
I'm not
I
gonna
may
accept-
have had to throw him back in the
I'm
day,
not.
but currently you the most excessive farter.
I'm not gonna accept it.
You record your farts.
I did it one time.
I think he ain't doing one time. That was more than one time. If we not see, the thing is,
You not excessive.
this is the
Fuck
thing
that.
though. We just talking about game and Rome taking these pictures, stepping out of cars and all this shit, and now we want y'all to think of farting ass Rome every time he takes
With
a
your
picture
girl
like
in
that.
New York.
Oh yeah,
Y'all just think of a fart. All the this segment was made based on this man.
Fellas, if you come home and your house smelling party, question your girl if Rome, and see what
man.
Rome is. If he is in the same city as your girl, question
Nah, I
her.
ain't gonna do that to her, man. Maybe when we get comfortable, I will. But I mean, my man took it to the extreme, I guess. And I wonder how they did it though. Did they like send him a like
They
email?
released them like gas. They released them like some gas.
That's good. That's
Pretty solid.
That's solid.
What you mean?
It's not gas, it's solid.
That's good. Well, yeah, I mean, but I wonder, like, did they say in the statement, like, to him, or did somebody call him beforehand? You know, sometimes maybe your agent will let you know before.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I just let you know you're gonna have some news coming soon.
Can you imagine that call? Or did they bring him in a room for like a meeting? Like, we gonna have to talk, man.
Because if you bring me in person and you tell me that, you know, you might laugh. Like you might laugh. You might. All right, y'all. Like, what's up?
But to fire him, that means you're not laughing. You were upset. Somebody was upset.
They got
because
no,
they're
them laugh.
firing
I'm
him.
talking
The
about
team was
him.
tired of it.
He
Oh,
might laugh
he's-
because he might think it's a joke. Like he
No,
like.
that's what they said. They
It's-
said he would
if
be
he thinks-
farting and laughing.
If he thinks it's a joke, then he's brilliant. I mean, to commit.
They said he was
to
laughing in
commit.
the article. They say he'd be farting and laughing.
No, I'm talking about like
No,
when
while
they
he was
came
getting
in.
fired.
If they came in to
Oh.
fire him in person,
Did they-
and he was like, they was like, we gotta let you go.
And if he was shocked and devastated, even more funnier.
even more funny.
Even more
the
Funny
funny.
part is
funny.
his next team that tried to pick him up, and he got to address that in the interview.
Yeah, he do. Yeah.
Like they got to talk to him about like, hey, now I know you got a history of farting.
And you said in his next interview?
Yeah, his next team
with the
that tried to
team.
pick him up. I got to get to
team.
the bottom of this. No pun intended. I got to get to the bottom of this.
That's funny. That's
We've heard a lot of shit.
Damn, man, that's why his wife probably
That's
upset.
embarrassing.
Yeah, that's if you farted that much that you get kicked off of a team. That's embarrassing. you gotta chill.
I'll put it this way. If Rome it was not a part of Dormtainment and was a part of a different organization coming up the same amount of time that we did, you might have been fired from that.
I'm still not gonna accept that.
You might have been fired
I'm
from
not
that
gonna-
But if you was in
organization.
another group and then you came to this group, we would have had to ask you about this farting situation.
I'm not.
Yeah, if he was
I
a new
won't-
deal about,
I
hey,
won't- I
man.
won't
Why
accept
aren't you? Why are you not wanting to take accountability?
No, I took accountability for my farts. I want to say I won't take accountability for the excessiveness and getting fired. That's what I won't do.
Yo.
ahead.
I'm so sorry. This isn't on the board, but we have to talk about this. This past week, somebody came over, a friend of ours named Gomez.
Oh.
Okay? And Gomez, y'all know Gomez. If you went back into Dormtainment history, we had a skit called The Talker. He was in that. Yeah. He talks a lot. The thing about talking a lot, it's not just that you talk a lot. You tend to be a person that doesn't have a you don't what's the word I'm looking for?
Filter.
No filter, can't read the room maybe that well.
Yeah, wherewithal.
You don't have the wherewithal of other people, the energy maybe all the time. So Gomez will come at you with a lot. Great guy, love Gomez. We were talking about what he's doing and all different types of stuff. But this has to be said, my nigga. This has to be said. Because I want to know from y'all.
Yeah.
Would you ever be a guest at another person's house? For one day, let's say you staying over there, which he did. For one day.
Yeah, one day.
And you in these people's, and let's say it's all dudes that are there.
Yeah.
Where is this going?
No, I know where it's going.
Would you take, Mike, if you were staying here, you said, Mike, you could come stay here for a day.
All right.
Okay, we'll give you a room, stay in, whatever. Would you ever cross your mind, would it ever cross your mind to take a bath? Would it ever cross your mind to take a bath in somebody's house? Like, and without telling it, just take a bath. And not only that, it was 3 hours. Mike told me, he said he wanted to use the bathroom. He said it was 3 hours he was waiting to pee.
I can break this down.
I'm just saying. But one more thing, okay? I knew there was a hurricane coming. After we finished talking to Gomez came to the office and we talking. As soon as me, him, and Mike are done talking, Gomez goes away. Mike goes to his wherever he was going. And I get up for a second, and all I hear in the bathroom is I'm talking about, it sounded angry coming out of the asshole. I'm like, all right, he blowing up that bathroom right now. I'll let it chill, whatever. All right, cool.
It's time for poop news.
An hour goes by, I'm working in the room. I come back out to do something, and I'm like, I gotta pee, okay? I gotta pee. I go in the bathroom. I lift up luckily, I forgot he was in there by this point, whatever. I lift up the lid. It looked like, it looked like, Quentin Tarantino films, when they shoot somebody, the blood that splatters. I'm talking about just shit splattered on the rim. And I'm looking at this like, my God. So that was the beginning, and then the next day, I guess, was the whole bath situation.
So here's the thing. Like, I've known Gomez for a long time.
I think let me answer before you answer.
Go ahead.
I need to know from the audience.
I'm not a bath taker. I enjoy showers, but if I am in the bath, that means I'm extremely sore, and I threw some Epsom salt in there, and I need to soak. That's usually gonna be the only reason I'm taking a bath. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
So
you gonna do that in somebody else's house?
If I'm that sore, and if I'm staying at someone's house, I'm usually staying at someone's house who's clean. So yes, but not just randomly just taking a bath just to take a bath. If I'm sore, I'm that sore, I'm gonna let them know, like, hey, I need to take a bath. I need to soak in some Epsom salt. But that's the only way I can think of me taking a bath.
I've never heard of niggas just anybody's guest at a house, like a nigga being a guest at another nigga's house and say, I'm gonna hop in the bath.
All right. So I've known Gomez for like 16 years.
Go ahead.
Gomez is a whirlwind of a person. Good individual, great guy. Actually, so nice and so comfortable in himself that I think, like you said, he doesn't really realize, he might not, because he comfortable.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And
real comfortable.
I think because what happened for me is, I got up at like 4:45 to get ready to go to the gym, and I think for some reason I was going to check because I was walking past the hallway and I seen the light was on in the bathroom. I was like, oh, maybe somebody forgot to turn it off. So I went to turn the light off, and when I went in there, I was like, there's a body of water in the tub. I was like, why is there a body? And the curtain was flipped over the thing. I was like, what's going on in here? I was like, So I just slowly backed out of the bathroom. I cut the light off. I was just like, I don't know. Until then I left. And Cam told me the same thing. They said he went in the bathroom, seen it was too early, seen stuff going on. He was like, I'm just going back. I'm going.
Do you know who saw who first? Did you go in first and then
I don't know. He could have came.
I know it's around the same time, but I went in there, turned on the light. I see the body of water. I lift the lid of the thing. I said, I'm not doing this. This is ridiculous. So I went to the other bathroom.
I think he just either sometimes doesn't have the wearing thought of like, oh, maybe I should just, I'm in somebody else's house. I know this is my bro's house, like, but I should just straighten up. Like, let me just get some stuff in order before I just go back to sleep. Because I heard snoring. I see a body of water. I'm like,
oh, so he was asleep.
Knocked the fuck out.
And the light was still on.
The light was still on.
And water's everywhere.
No, it's just water's in the tub. And so my first thought was like, did this nigga take a bath? But I just had to realize that he did ask me if I had Epsom salt before I went to bed. He's like, I'm so tired. And I'm so sore.
I'll be honest with you. I don't give a fuck.
I was so sore, and I was like, just you can stretch. I was like, I don't have no Epsom salt, so I think he Uber Eats some Epsom salt or Instacarted some Epsom salt because we don't have none, and so so the next day I was like, Gomez, you gotta clean, you gotta clean yourself. Oh yeah, no man, I got it. Yeah, my bad, man. He moves like.
A hurricane.
Like when puppies don't realize they've gotten big.
Gomez been big for at least.
What I'm saying,
he been
big.
That's what I'm talking about.
The
mentality of a young dog.
Yeah.
When they get big, they
Right.
still think they can do the same things that little dogs do. I think Gomez just think that he can do what little dogs do.
That's fine if a little puppy grew to a big dog within a year. Gomez has been this way for a millennia.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
Matter of fact, we'll have to call in or get him to call in.
We gotta get him call in. He got explaining to do.
He got explaining to do.
And if you want to see Gomez, he will be on the episode of Mic Drop.
He'll be on the episode of Mic Drop
where we do T-Pain.
I just know when I'm a guest at somebody's house.
I'm not thinking about bath though. I'll be honest with you. I'm not thinking about bath.
I don't want to be recognized.
Yeah,
I want to be as minimal. You don't even. I don't even want you to know I was even. Oh, you still here? Like, that's how clean everything is.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to disrupt nothing. This nigga came in here and took a bath. And you're here for one day.
But this is normal for him. Like, I think he goes everywhere like that. So that's why I got to ask him where he gets that from. Like, I'm not sure.
Maybe it's being on the road. Maybe
probably he a DJ. He up late.
I just don't. I'm very clean.
Yeah, you even more clean if you go to somebody. Hell, like you're very particular.
I ain't with that.
No matter how clean I am, when I'm at somebody else's spot, or I'm trying to be overboard. I'm not trying to disrupt.
Or if you do disrupt something, you like, listen, that is my bad. I did not mean to have that in the way.
Of course, that's if I don't know the rules. I didn't know you had something specific. But for the most part, I'm trying to keep everything like how. What do they say? Leave things better than how you came. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that type of dude. Like I don't want.
Yeah.
You know.
It was just interesting. It was just very interesting. But me and Mike laughed for 10 minutes. It was like, what was that? Somebody take a bath?
I mean, that blew me away.
And Gomez not necessarily our tub size.
That's what I'm saying. I was like. He had to only have a gallon of water in there because it would have overflowed. I mean, it had to be only a cantina of water in that bitch. There's no way. You can't even fill that halfway up.
I just imagine, that's
not how physics works.
I know top half of his body was dry because it wasn't that much.
And I'm just thinking, it's another nigga's bath. Like shower.
Yeah.
Niggas' feet be stuck. Did he clean it before?
I'll even give him a pass if it's like a chick. Maybe I'll give him a pass.
You say what now?
If he had a girl and he like, hey, can I take a little bath? I might even.
No. Listen. Wait. You say he about to take a bath with the girl?
No.
I'm like, this is deadly.
No, I'm saying if he's at a girl house,
enough tubs
and
I'm saying ours.
Oh,
I'm talking about this one
at
here.
a girl house and he was that sore and he asked her, hey, may I take a bath? I could possibly see that, but your homeboy house sounds wild.
Come on, man. You at your homeboy's crib. He might as well put on a robe with just the dick out under and just get walked around here, kicked his feet up. You took a bath, my nigga. That's
man.
I don't know.
Maybe y'all let us know in the comments. Y'all taking a bath
tell us.
at your
Is
homie
taking
house.
a bath is that against bro code?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's against bro code, but
I mean, unless why don't take a shower? Take a hot shower.
Yeah.
That's what
shower.
a guest usually does. Not
take
a goddamn
take a hot
bath.
shower, man.
I will say though, what's worse than him taking a bath is what happened in Buffalo.
Yes.
There was a mass shooting. It was a couple of shootings. One first in Milwaukee, but then the next day in Buffalo at a predominantly black grocery store named Tops, where a white supremacist live streamed it on Twitch and killed 10 people and let the white people in there go. That's how you know it was racially motivated, because he apologized to the one white guy. He pointed the gun
and
at.
it was no white people that died.
No, not that I know of. No. But here's the thing. I accidentally saw it.
I accidentally saw it.
Because I was like, all right, I got to talk about this. And the first video that popped up when it first happened is him sitting still in the parking lot talking, driving up to the front. He gets out, points the gun at the first victim, and it always cuts off. So I went to look at that video again to see what he was saying. I'm like, maybe I need to bring that up on the pod. So I'm watching it, and I'm thinking it's about to cut off. And then boom, he starts shooting. She fall. I'm like, oh. So then I just stop it. I'm like, I don't want that. So I go to another one thinking I'm trying to find what I'm looking for. Now let me see the apology. I wanted to see that. I go there. It's more shit. All right, I'm done. So I seen, because while he's in there, he points the gun at a white guy. He knows he's white. He's like, oh, sorry. And then keeps going. He don't shoot at the white people.
And I don't even know. Like, I seen it yesterday. And look, he fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I shouldn't. Fuck, I ain't mean to watch this shit. 'Cause I watched like, I seen the first lady, and then I was like, man. And then it just, I'm not gonna lie, I had anxiety in the gym this morning, low key, like just like a low key. 'Cause I'm lifting, I'm just looking around, and I'm like, this could happen to it. Like, it just felt, I was like, it was just, I don't know, it was just weird. And I was like, and because I heard the other shooting, I was like, it's fucking just, like, I don't know if anybody gonna run up in here. Like, you just don't, you just don't know. So I low key had a little bit of anxiety in the gym, but I'm just like, all these people were, like 50s and up, kind of, I believe. Because I think this is one of them stores that you find in, small towns, like grocery store. I think one of the ladies' daughter said that her grandma was just going to pick up shrimp, like something like just normal stuff. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it just, I don't know. That shit fucked me up for a minute. I shouldn't even. Like,
my thing is, it's like, there's no reason we should be selling AK-47s and AR, like assault rifles.
He got
like,
full
you don't
armor
need
and
that.
shit. Yeah,
you don't need that to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Like, maybe just have it for the gun range. You want to go and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But having those type of weapons as access to the public leads to this many casualties. You know what I'm saying?
And the body armor saved them too.
Yeah, because the security guard, I think, shot, but it didn't.
Oh, you saw that on the thing?
No. I read it. Yeah, I read it.
But then the main thing, they always survive.
Yeah.
As soon as I didn't know what race it was when it first started being reported, when they said they got him in custody. Oh, he white.
Of course.
Because it's always in custody when there's a white person.
18-year-old white guy. And I remember I read one statement, like first sentence of this article was like, Buffalo shooting where, there's an alleged racist. I said alleged. It's 10 people. Ain't not alleged. It's not alleged. it's allegedly.
He had a manifesto out before the whole thing happened.
Yeah.
I think,
and he wrote the N-word on his
on the
gun. Like,
shit,
it's
man.
pretty clear cut. It's like the media can't hide from this. They always try to cover it up or make it seem like
illness.
But he's so. I mean, he was blatant with it.
Yeah.
If that's the one thing he
drove from another city,
like 2 hours.
Drove
or something
another
like
city,
that.
but I'm saying his point was clear.
Yeah.
Like his point was there's no beating around the bush if this was a race attack or not. Like these fuck ass people, man.
Yeah,
that
but
shit is very just.
But having that video and then to live stream it, and I was just like, man,
And then it was another shooting today in OC at a church, but the church members fought back and got that under control. So
one person died.
Yeah, one person got killed, but it could have been worse if they didn't, attack back. So it was just like,
it's like in those moments, like, I mean, I commend those church members. I mean, unfortunately, somebody did get killed, but I commend those church members for recognizing when the gun had to reload.
like, you got to, you like. That's why y'all call me action camera.
No, in that situation, that makes sense.
But it's like,
that does
if I'm
make
that
sense.
close to this shooter and he reloading, let me take my one opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, and then hopefully that'll be other people be brave enough to attack.
Yeah.
Now, like, if I'm running, I'm far away and I see him reloading, I'm just gonna keep running because there ain't no reason to run back. But if you right there, you can attack. Like, why not fight before you just get killed?
Yeah, that shit.
So,
A third one.
It's tough, man.
see, but this one's different. This is more like
This happened yesterday.
This is a shootout.
Oh, it's a shootout, like between.
I'm more talking about mass shootings. Like, he was coming into church to kill multiple people.
But just all this shit is just like this gun shit. Like, well, I was talking to somebody either from Australia or somebody, and they were just like, the shit that they see in America crazy because they said they barely. There's a mass shooting. We don't really see that here.
And that's why I think you can't blame video games and action movies or music because all these other countries got all of that. And this don't happen. The only thing that they got different than us is stricter gun laws.
Yeah.
Now, you still going to get guns on the street with any laws. Because, like, New York is one of the strictest for guns. Yeah. But still, like, they don't, like in Bahamas, you can't buy, they won't even let you get a handgun there. You only can get, like, shotguns. Now, of course, that causes a lot of damage. But, that's limited ammo.
Yeah.
So, like, different countries got their rules where you can't have certain weapons. So it's just wild. Like, I seen a drill video where they flashing knives instead of guns because they can't get guns there. It's so strict. So like, it's more stabbings there.
But switchblade.
It's funny, but it's true.
Yeah, but that's real.
We the ones that got this problem.
Shit.
But is the root of the problem still isn't the gun though.
I mean, it's still not the gun. But I see.
I'm not saying I disagree. I do think some automatic weapons do need to be like. There's no reason for them in our streets, but
it's the sick
even
people.
if there's just knives, there's gonna be these fucking supremacists stabbing up niggas.
But I ain't never see a mass stabbing.
That'd be wild. Now that would be wild.
Actually, it was in the news. Look up. There's a couple mass stabbings.
Where a nigga just come and kill that many people.
Yeah, man. I don't know about kill, but
it's gonna be hurt. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
but it just don't stop. I'm just saying, like, even if it's not a gun, they'll figure out something.
The 5 seconds I seen just him before he go in the store, this nigga lit up 3 people.
Yeah, quick. It was quick.
Yeah.
Like, the first lady didn't even have a chance. She didn't know what was going on. She looked at the lad, done, and then he turned to me. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
It's like that type of weapon. This me shooting guns. I know what type of guns like. I wouldn't have been able to do that with.
I think
the gun I was shooting, the last gun I was shooting, the 22. Wouldn't be able to. I gotta, boom, shit. I gotta be accurate with this. You ain't even gotta be accurate. You just spraying. It's like no reason to be selling that.
That shit's
There's
crazy.
no reason to sell that type of weapon. Like, when do you need that? Like, people that usually need guns to go hunt. You don't hunt with an AR.
Yeah.
You hunting with a rifle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
need
saying?
that stuff. We going to war.
Why you need an assault rifle?
Yeah.
There's no reason you can give me.
Yeah. Because it's too easy to kill. It's just,
if you say for sport, I want to go to the range, rent it at the range.
Yeah.
That's simple. Like,
because even if you're the biggest conspiracy, unless you're a drug dealer or some shit like that, but unless you're the biggest conspiracy theorist that think government's coming after, even then, like, as long as you can still have a weapon, you can groups of people can group up enough to like that have weapons together to stand up to tyranny or whatever.
Because I'm not against guns. I love guns. I love
I think guns are definitely. I don't know. I don't know if they're a necessity. I don't know or not, but I do know it has been a part of.
But you just know it can be excessive in certain.
Yeah, I just don't think certain guns should be sold. And assault rifles and Uzis and all that. You don't need that.
Yeah.
You can defend yourself with a handgun.
Pretty much. What's this white whip?
So before you play this, a white boy showed up at this black house.
I saw this, man.
With a whip, beating on the door and hitting the door with a whip.
Yeah.
And he wanted either the son or daughter. He wanted the whip. So they open the door and tell him get the fuck off the step. So then if you go down in the thread on Twitter, it shows the dad now go confront his dad. And his dad show up on the thing with a gun and he talking. He like, come out, talk like him. I'm showing you the footage of your son doing this. Then the white dad, I think he says, your son jumped my son or something like this. And then, it was a whole back and forth. But I know you said it was some more information came out.
That was basically what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I want to show them. You got the video? What I sent?
Oh yeah, I'll pull that up in a second.
That's the woman that stayed there.
No,
Dude's wife.
Yeah.
Oh.
I assume. I didn't
was the
see
one that
her
was
on the
recording?
video. Yeah, I didn't see her. She was the ones that recording. So this is my first time seeing her. So I assume this is her.
He
Give me 1
deserves
second.
that. He deserves her.
Showing up with a whip. Where you get that at? I guess maybe if you.
Give me 1 second. I'll pull up the video.
It's clear that this dad is a fuck piece of shit. I mean,
the white dad.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
he is some fuck shit. I mean, you just ever see an asshole?
Yeah,
Just an asshole.
Yeah.
That's why, I don't even necessarily blame the kid. He's doing some stupid shit. I don't know where, and his dad probably gave him the whip. Go.
I mean, obviously.
Hey guys, so check out this video of this little boy coming to my house, beating on my door with a whip, trying to attack my daughter. Take a look at this. Also, please like,
Trying
share,
to attack
and
her
comment.
daughter.
I didn't know it was that part.
Little boy, you better get your ass from off my porch beating on my door like this. I will call the police. You need to leave. Don't you ever beat on my goddamn door like that. Go. Okay.
So as the video progresses, my husband goes over to speak to his father about what just took place.
Across the street.
Take a look at this.
You got video? Come over here.
Not really. We have it on video. All right, get off my property. Seriously.
He has a gun behind his back.
Because you ain't coming over here talking nicely. You're accusing my son. I'm showing you the video.
We're showing you the video.
The door. You ain't showing me the video of me scratching your car. Get off my plant. That's my vine. Get off my plant.
Baby, get off the vine.
I didn't even go there.
Not him worried about this dead ass
Okay,
vine.
thank you.
You owe me a plant if I don't owe you shit. Fuck you. I bet you won't bring your motherfucking ass.
Can you please stop, sir? All we want to do is just talk to you civil.
That's the problem. You and your kids want to play fucking victim. Your son came over
Y'all are so
Guys, I was
violent.
literally in shock.
Baby, please,
Your son
no.
came over here with a fucking whip. Bring his ass over here again.
Please.
What the fuck happened?
You have a gun.
Come over here on my side and see what the
You
fuck
have
happened.
a-
Fuck out of here. Fuck you.
We called the police twice. Luckily, this time he went to jail.
I've already come out before.
Come on, let's do it. No, baby.
Yeah. Pick up that gun again, bitch.
This idiot pulls the trigger and almost shoots himself and his daughter.
Lame ass.
He lame as fuck. But
And this is the fucked up part. Like you saying, that wasn't the beginning of the video. It shows when he goes up and he's knocking and he's yelling from the door. What? Like the dude, the dad or whatever.
Yeah, the black dude was trying to talk cordial until the white dude turned up.
And so,
and see, with people like that, it's dangerous.
And he said, "You accusing my son? We got video.
Yeah, I'm just showing. Yeah,
I'm showing you the video. This ain't accusations. This is facts. This him on video. This not your son.
Now his son gonna grow up to be a dick, and then.
but this is what I'm saying. Like he said, "Get the fuck off my property, or I'll shoot you." You or whatever. He said something along the lines like, "Okay, so what you want me to do to your son next time he come whipping on my door?"
Well, he said this.
You want me to shoot him in his face? What, like, is he not getting, like, like, what the fuck? No, nobody wants it to go there, but, like, why aren't you thinking on a level that's rational
and
at all
that's why
I'm trying to talk to you.
That's why I'm glad his girl was there. It could have went, I think it could have went to a couple.
If the buddy didn't have a gun, it would have went there, I think.
Yeah, no, but I'm glad his girl was there.
He said the guy wouldn't shot him.
To tell him to, just like, yo, let's go, because I don't know. A dad in rage, I don't know, he might could have got shot, and then you don't want that to happen, but it's just like, my nigga,
I'm just saying, you want to pull a gun on somebody that comes on your property,
and I'm just
what you expect to happen to your son?
Yeah. Here's my thing. My son at that age ain't gonna just be able to leave the house all willy nilly without me knowing. Like, I'm gonna hear the door open. Hey,
your son black.
Get your, hey,
your son black.
Where you going? Bro, go across the street, whip on the door. Get your ass back in his house. What you talking about? Like, that boy looked like 8. You were not leaving the house without asking me to leave the house.
That's what I say. Your son black.
Yeah. He ain't gonna be doing none of that stuff.
So I'm not.
He gonna be too busy in the house laughing at Rome getting fired for farting and shit. Like your uncle got fired again. What'd he do? He farted again.
Speaking of getting fired.
Well, this Emmanuel, I think we all owe you an apology.
Okay. I've been waiting for it.
We all owe you. I think not just us. I think the community, the Trap House community.
I agree.
Owe you an apology. Apparently, we have been sexually harassing you.
I've been saying it
by calling you bald. We have been sexually harassing you, and I don't want to be that guy on the job sexually harassing my coworkers. And so, basically, calling a man bald is sexual harassment according to the UK tribunal.
Okay.
So basically, a UK employment tribunal has ruled that calling a man bald constitutes sexual harassment in the workplace. All right. This guy claimed that his factory supervisor, Jamie King, sexually victimized him during an argument by calling him a bald cunt. Finn told the tribunal that he wasn't concerned with the use of the explicative word, but took offense to the comment about his appearance. So he didn't care about the cunt part. It was the bald part. He said the panel of 3 men that proceeded over the hearing found that the complaint of the harassment related to sex is, I think, meritorious, which means like amazing, because hair loss is more prevalent for men than women, and its use as an insult was aimed at violating Finn's dignity. So, basically, the lawyer for the respondent argued that since women can also be bald, baldness should not be considered inherently related to sex. In pushing back on this argument, the decision maker suggested that commenting on a man's baldness is akin to commenting on a woman's breast. They argued that men can also have large breasts, but since it's much more prevalent for women to experience this, the conclusion of sexual harassment holds. So I apologize for sexually harassing. I'm sorry. We did not mean to do that to you. I didn't know I was cutting into your dignity. You bald-headed son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
See, that's how I know you don't mean it. Because you just continue with the jokes, and I still feel violated.
Are you going to come on my platform and slap me for the joke?
I'm just saying, like, it's just, I don't feel that it's real.
I'm sorry.
See, the problem with the haired people.
The haired people. The problem with the haired people.
I mean, look, sexual harassment, I don't know about that.
That's a bit extreme.
It's a bit extreme. And honestly, like, bro, like, I've been saying it for so long on this podcast.
Grow up.
Nobody gives a fuck about guys.
They don't care about our feelings.
Look, a man will go get slapped for saying something bald about a woman. But you say, man, nobody cares about you. Get rid of all of it. You just can't. That bowl-shaped cut thing, that just doesn't work.
The cul-de-sac.
The cul-de-sac.
Oh, yeah,
the cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
look, that hasn't ever flew.
No, that's the cul-de-sac is that's the
George Jefferson was the last dying breed of
the cul-de-sac is the haircut of a bald cunt.
Yes, right.
That's why he called him that. He didn't know what. He's like, you bald cunt.
Well,
look like that's his logo, Captain Universe.
If we going on an apology tour,
yeah.
I think Emmanuel owes me an apology now.
Okay. We're the
I just issued you one because
I disagree with this one.
Oh no, you owe me an apology and everyone else that you doubted. There was a man who had no flying experience who landed the plane over the weekend when the pilot passed out.
That's scary as fuck.
And you know, if I told Emmanuel this, he was like, "You ain't got no flying experience. You gonna crash." That'd probably be his response because he doubts me. And he doubts the others with the same spirit as me to survive. So
this nigga's going.
I want an apology on behalf of the people that's willing to survive, like this guy, and landing a plane in a in a highly stressful situation.
I don't think that's how apologies
No,
work.
it's due.
Can we get more information too? Because you just over here said
what
the
you want to know.
headline.
What you want to know?
Who was it? What happened?
What happened was the pilot said he wasn't feeling well. He passed out, and then this guy had to take over. He contacted air control.
It's a smaller plane.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He contacted air control. Said, "Hey, the pilot passed out. We're in the nosedive." The dude started telling him, "All right, what do you see?" He said, "Do you see?" He said, "I see the Florida coast." He like, "All right, keep flying towards the coast. Hold on." So they go and get a guy who actually had flying experience and was an air traffic person to get on the intercom to tell him what to do. But that dude never flew this type of plane, so he had to look up manuals.
So he's flown planes before?
No. The dude on air traffic control.
Okay, got you.
So, but he never flew that type of plane. So
Gotcha.
he had to look up manuals, but he told Buddy what to do to get him to land safely. But even still with that, when you look at a cockpit and see all those buttons, because the air control dude said his number one thing, keep this dude calm.
Yeah, he got
because there's so much buttons in there.
Because if you don't,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So he had to get him to a point where they could finally figure out where he was to get him to land. But
see, but that situation even makes more sense because there's still guidance there.
Exactly.
Even in the grand scheme of things, with everything going on, there's still guidance.
He wouldn't believe I could do it. He wouldn't believe.
You never asked that question.
He wouldn't believe.
First of all, that happened in Florida, and we don't anything. Anything could happen in Florida. Anything. And I know you're from Florida, so that gives you that same sensibility. But listen,
I want an apology. Because you doubted.
You ain't getting no gun.
You doubted me on here. You doubted my will to survive. You doubted everyone else's will to survive. But we're survivors out there. Just because you want to not survive, don't put it on us.
The only thing I don't doubt about you is your pant choice in the morning. That's about it. Pants choice in the morning, excuse me.
I want to apologize. There's people out here who have the will to survive, and he did it.
Yeah, I mean, but I just don't. In court, I don't know if that type of thing. Like, I don't think you can apologize.
He acting like a female right now. You acting like a female.
I want an apology.
No, you ain't getting no goddamn apology. Until you come with some real substance to what you're saying. A guy jumped out of a parachute, followed a couple of stewardess that followed along and survived a burning plane. Then you get your credit. Okay.
I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure it's happened plenty of times. Someone had to jump out every time.
I know one person did it. The Rock. He definitely did. Dwayne Johnson can do it.
Come on, man.
Now, if he was on here, you would have to believe him.
Did I tell y'all already that he might be replacing Will Smith in Aladdin?
Wait, as the genie?
I didn't even see the first one.
First one he was good in it.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah,
Will was good in it.
He was good.
But yeah, they said it's a rumor for right now.
I mean, listen, The Rock can do he can do it all. He's
the number one Hollywood go-to guy right now.
When Rock take that position and say, I bet he won't slap me.
You can't call The Rock.
You ain't slapping The Rock.
You ain't slapping The Rock.
No.
First, you're going to have to slap really high.
Yeah,
he's tall,
you're not slapping
you ain't, you ain't.
That's a 6'5" solid,
that's
man.
That's a big dude right
there. You're not slapping him. Let's talk about something that does slap. This Kendrick album. The Kendrick album was released on Friday, the 13th. And let's just go into it. Let's get into it. Thoughts? How you feel? What you first listen? What'd you think? What's going on?
My first question to you, actually, both of y'all, is instant classic, or just that question off top? Instant classic in your head, or
I'm gonna be honest with
time?
you. I don't know the metrics of an instant classic.
It's a slow burner. It's a great album,
right?
I think it's a great album. I can't give it yet. I mean, it just can't. I mean,
but that's how I see a lot of things, right? Like some things are like, you can have a great movie like Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the greatest movies of all time, in my opinion. One of the greatest comedies, right?
Phenomenal.
And it's amazing, right? Maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Give or take, and quick in and out.
Yeah.
But The Godfather is just a different thing.
Yeah.
It's a great movie as well, but it's heavy.
It's very heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's long.
Yeah.
It's but when you realize that this is great, and that's how I compare this to.
Real quick, I just gotta tell you my joke. What's a fish's favorite mafia movie?
He told me this the other day.
Hold on, I want to see if I can think of it.
Stupid dad joke, but it's stupid. It make you laugh because it's stupid.
Oh, what was it? What was that?
What's a fish's favorite mafia movie?
What?
The Codfather.
Stupid, dog. And see why you say this nigga will get fired for farting?
They be like, that joke is the same as a fart. Get out of here. But
a group of cod taking some salmon.
But you were saying, so Godfather's heavy. What you saying? You feel like this album's heavy?
It's dense, complex.
Yeah.
And it's the musically, it's incredible.
I mean, yeah, musically.
I think it's everything. You know, I kind of call like Kendrick anti-Drake, right?
Yeah.
Drake is the for the moment. Like he's gonna give you hit after hit for that moment. Mm-hmm. That's kind of.
Well, no, Kendrick's for the moment too. He's very.
We're saying it in a different way. I know the way you're saying it. I'm saying it's for the moment, as in musically. You probably are not going to digest this much longer than the time you're in. With Drake, right? With Kendrick, it's for the moment. Yes, it speaks towards the time and all that. Yes, but it lasts. It kind of it sits with you. It makes you want to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Each song.
Yeah, I think like Friday, like you said, was it an instant classic? No, I think it definitely grew to you. Was like, all right, this movie holds up. Like that's a classic. That's probably how this album, I feel like, will be. Maybe in a couple months, maybe in a year or so. It might be like that Kendrick album. Like that was. But off of first listen, I was more so impressed with just the substance matter, because he talking about his auntie's a man now and all this stuff. Talking to he's just having so many cultural things or being not the culture, mental health, like all this stuff. And I'm like, all right, this is very heavy stuff. But at the same time, this time, like what was the album before?
Damn.
Oh, sorry, the album before Damn.
Pimp a Butterfly.
Pimp a Butterfly. I don't know when I went back and listened to it.
Okay.
Because it was so heavy in a sense, and it didn't really make. I think it's a classic, but it was one that's like reading a really good book that you just like. All right, I got what I need from that book.
Right.
I don't necessarily need to go back and read that. Damn had a few more bops on, a little bit easier on the ear.
Right.
Still had some talk in it, and that's how I feel like this one is. It have a couple bops on there, easy on the ear. But then it had those few tracks in there that was like, all right, I don't know if this is gonna be a track that I'm just gonna, when I go to this album, I'm just gonna go and listen to this. It just had to be on like rotation type of thing. So, but that's what Kendrick is. I mean, I get it. He's an artist. I mean, so I understand.
I think for me, I was more impressed by living up to it.
True.
The hype. I mean, living up to the pressure. I mean,
True.
Because artists of his stature, when you leave for 5 years. People wanting that album for 5 years, begging for music for 5 years. It's a lot of pressure to deliver. And for him to come back and deliver was very impressive. So I think that is a testament in itself. But then to come back with the subject matters of the moment, where I was talking about being of the moment, talking about what's going on now, and having people questioning if culture, what's wrong with the culture, and talking about homophobia and transgenders and all of that stuff, and then pointing it back at him saying how he was wrong for using the word and all of that. It's always going to be thought-provoking and emotional. Sure. Like, you're going to tap into your emotions, listen to him. But then what I was impressed with was the production. Like, these beats on here, man, I was like, whew.
And it's so the thing you gotta give him every time he comes on, like he drops an album, it's a sound that's different from the norm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever's hot now, it's gonna be different from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I felt like it was kind of an infusion of To Pimp a Butterfly, a little bit of Damn, a little bit of,
I can see that.
It was kind of a mix of what he's done in the past and just elevated to.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
Oh, it's a great album. Yeah, the beats on it are fire.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say, I think it's very I don't know what the word is, but like one of my favorite songs on the album, like Cam says he skips. So I think it's very diverse.
For sure.
So it's like, you can pick up what you like from it.
And I think like even the
I don't think that's a bad song though. But when I say I'm skipping is this when I'm listening to the album for just what I want to hear and not listen to it entirely.
The song We Cry Together.
That's a good song.
That gave me like Eminem vibes.
I was like,
before you get before Emmanuel listened to it, I like. You remember when we was talking on the podcast, and I was like upset at Drake. Feel like he got the talent to give us something different.
That's the one you were talking about.
And I was like, that's a song Drake could have did that would have upped the ante for him. Like, this is a relationship song, basically.
Yeah.
I like, he could at least get to that level. He has the skill to. I like, that's one that he could have did when I was saying like, do something different.
I don't even know.
If you're gonna talk about women, do something different. That was different.
And I don't even know if that song is a good song, but it's entertaining. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very entertaining.
It's creative. I love it.
It's creative. You know what I'm saying? So I was
like a play.
It's like a play. And I was like, this made me feel bad. It's a lot going on.
But then it made me realize, like, I've never talked like that.
I've never talked like that.
And if you are in that type of situation, y'all may want to leave. Leave each other.
If you speak like that, you might.
I was like, that's
too much.
I was like, there's a lot of fuck yous.
Some people do that just to have sex.
That's the thing about those crazy toxic relationships, right?
That's something different.
Exactly what they did.
But that's coming from a different place. I mean, I get it, but that's coming from that's you hurt somewhere. Somewhere in there, you hurt.
Definitely is. Yeah. I just think you can't deal with that type of toxicity.
That's
too much, man. On both sides, it's like it's not healthy.
And then I was like, in some of the songs, I was like, I don't know if I'm hearing it correct. I was like, was he talking about like dealing with like sex addiction too, or something like? Because I feel like he said multiple times about.
No, I think he was talking about. Well, in one song, Worldwide Steppers, he talking about having sex with the white women.
Yeah, I remember that.
But I think you may be talking about. He was talking about possibly being sexually abused.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. Okay.
He was talking about. I think in the one when he was talking about daddy issues and stuff. Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but that's just incredible. But that's what I would expect from Kendrick. I feel like he is the greatest of this generation.
Yeah.
Like the top three is him, J. Cole, and Drake. Yeah. But I always say he's the best rapper out of all of them. Now, J. Cole made up a lot of fucking ground while he was gone. Like Kendrick need to come back because J. Cole been whoa. And we know Drake can rap, but it's just different styles of music they all make.
I think Daylight. Did you see his interview on Vlad TV
with you said Daylight?
Yeah, Daylight,
no. The battle rapper.
Yeah, he had the best kind of analogy for it. He said between he said Jay-Z, J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, between like those four, right? I think Vlad asked him like, who's the best, like, or who's, give me your top down, like who's best. He's like, I'm not gonna answer it like that. I'll answer it like this. He said, look at it like a meal, going to a restaurant. He said, if all of them dropped albums same day, Drake is like the appetizer. Drake makes the music for the appetizers. Like, oh, this is fun. Oh, we just having a little taste. Oh, this is good. Good music, cool. We having fun. The main course goes to either Jay-Z, who's probably like steak. He said Kendrick's probably like lobster or something like that. And he said you could choose from which one you want to have of those. And he said then you got dessert, which is J. Cole.
I can see that.
J. Cole, he says, like a good milkshake.
I can see that.
He said, you listen to J. Cole, it tops it off. He said, so when it comes to this generation, he's like, that's kind of like the... I thought that was a cool way.
That's a good way to look at it. I can see that. Yeah. I can see that.
And that's why it makes me mad at Drake. I'm like, you too talented. He can do it if he want to.
Right. And it's funny because I don't know why.
I don't think he can. I mean, Drake, I was telling this to Mike, they're two different people. I mean, he's different from those people.
Yeah, that's what I think.
He don't need to.
Because he started off kind of conscious. Like his early work was more tapped into that side. Not saying as deep as Kendrick, but I'm saying I don't think he wants to. No, I think he can. I don't think he wants to.
But I'm just saying, what in his background would like...
That's what I'm saying. The beginning, the beginning of his career, he was rapping on conscious shit.
But he wasn't talking about like black subjects.
Yeah, but I'm saying not as deep as him. But I'm just saying like there was a point where it was a little more conscious. Where I was like, he can if he want to, but I don't think he does. Maybe he feels like I'm Canadian. I can't talk on these subjects.
Right?
They ain't gonna take that, or maybe he just don't want to make music like that. But I feel like he can if he want. He has the talent to. That's just my opinion.
I think you could rap about anything if you could rap really well, but it's just it doesn't match you. It's just like this. It wouldn't make sense. I just feel like it would be inauthentic of him to go down that road. He makes fun like pop rap music. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he makes.
So he wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't want to. He wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think. I just know that we never gonna get it from. I truly think that. But.
I just didn't like Certified Lover Boy. It's just like I'm tired now.
Yeah,
want something different.
Yeah, makes sense.
Give me this one. Give me one. Even if it's like a little EP, give me one.
What was the one right before that too? I think
that was a Scorpion.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a fall off too.
Scorpion, yeah. We'll see. We'll see, Drake. Speaking of other rappers that are going through things, so
best albums this year to me though: Pusha T, Vince Staples, Kendrick. Thus far,
I can see that.
Yeah, solid.
And hip hop.
Yes, and hip hop. Yes.
So Young Thug and YSL.
This shit has been interesting.
It has been.
It's sad.
It has been a lot.
I just get upset, man. Like, you made it, man.
You made it.
You a millionaire. Your whole mission was to make your other friends millionaires. Why you still doing street shit? Like, I don't know if it's to prove that you still street, but like, you did it. People knew you was from the street. You had that reputation. Leave.
Yeah, man.
Like, why jeopardize? Like, was all this worth it for that now? Like, to get all this success to now possibly spend the next 25, 30 years in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it worth it? And they keep making, it's like all these Casanova made that mistake. He just pled guilty, what Marvin was telling me. These other rappers, they keep doing this. You keep seeing the same shit.
And
like, why do you think you can still be in the gang and do gang shit when everyone else already got GS9? You saw Bobby Shmurda go away for 7 years.
He did.
Stop.
And it's just interesting. I'm like, that mentality, I guess it's just so hard to get out your system. And I even when you have success, it's internal. It's like it's hard to like leave what you know even when you got success. But I be like, just stop. I mean, that's even when we talk about like football player, NFL player to do. You be like, just go play football.
But here's my thing though.
Go do what you got to do.
Obviously, I'm not a drug dealer. I don't know. Didn't grow up like that. But my whole thing, I feel like, is you're working to get out of that situation. You're selling these drugs so you can have a better life.
That's what it sounds. That's what it's supposed to be.
So when you get a better life and something that's actually legal, where you don't have to do this anymore, why are you still doing this?
I think it's because
the thrill.
I think it's
you know how much thrill I can have in millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, you can have a lot of thrill.
Like if you still want to be violent, this fight that's better than doing murders and like
do what Jake Paul and them doing. This boxing.
But as I get older, I think I understand it could be a little more complex than that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be, a lot of niggas, when they in that lifestyle and you start getting big, you're automatically going to be extorted from your gang, the gang you were a part of possibly, or somebody else in the city that know about you, whatever.
Was that said?
No. I'm just saying there's a lot of complexities to it. I'm just saying this is a reason why maybe some rappers and some people get involved in these things and it's hard for them to leave. It's because they caught up in the business. Maybe their family's at stake. Maybe they're making so much money over here. And once they went to this industry, this money, this drug money or whatever, the dirty money is helping a lot of people that you still can't really afford, because we know all this shit fake, and that they gonna make you look like you have $24 million diamond in your forehead, even though you only worth $2.5 million. So I'm just saying, it might just be a little more complex than we always think of. They just want to live in this lifestyle. They want to. It might not just be one. It might be a little bit to it. Yeah, they want to, but if there's other things at stake, and then on top of people testing you, so you feel like you got to be strapped up more, you got to be ready for other, problems, and it's kind of like a vortex. It's hard to get out of. You know what I'm saying?
But this one seemed different because everything about this situation, he was the leader. Like,
he was a lot.
I went and watched interviews that people was talking about where he was like, he was running his block since 14. Like, he was the leader. He wasn't like the follower in this. So if you're the leader, you can have this. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like, you ordering hits. You talking about hits on your phone, and you ordering YF and Lucci to get stabbed, like stuff like that. All this allegedly. What they saying? It just don't make sense to me. Like, I'm out of there.
I'm
out of there.
But
even if I was the biggest drug dealer, as soon as I get something legal and making the same amount, I'm gone. Even as a drug dealer, like when they said Bumpy Johnson was making a million a day, give me a month. I'm out. I got 30 million. Y'all can have this. I'll set you up because I know jealousy.
I'm out of here.
You got it. I'm gone. I don't need more than that to live. I'm good.
Yeah, and anytime I hear these stories of just other stuff, I'm like, man, I'm actually really grateful for how I grew up. You know, even like when it's just certain thing, you be like, man, I had a tough time doing this. You start to think when you see people in situations like this, and then after hearing how what's the name was talking to Young Thug and them, I always forget.
Wallow.
Wallow. When he's talking to them and trying to get them, he's like, y'all don't want to do this shit. Like y'all don't want to be in jail. Like he spent 20, 25 years in jail. He trying to tell these young niggas like,
and he didn't spend 25 years after being a millionaire. Imagine living the heights of life.
Yeah,
and then got to go to that.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like I'm really grateful to have grown up in a sound family, because like a lot of people don't have it, you know, so they go to the gangs or stuff like that. So it's unfortunate. But
wouldn't it be ironic that the police are paying heavy attention to Wallow and Gilly's podcast? Like everyone he cries or gets serious with, they're the guys in some deep shit. We need to go after them. So Lil Durk, watch out. You better get out.
He be saying
it's like
shit,
Casanova.
Yeah.
He was in jail before he made it big.
Yeah.
And then he makes it big and does the same stuff. Goes back. Like,
but that's
he may be facing 20 years. Like, is that anything you did to look tough? Was it worth it? I don't think so.
Nah.
Maybe it is to him, but to me, I don't think nothing worth going that long to jail for.
You ever been locked up, mate?
No.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't make it.
At least you're honest.
Yeah, I know. I definitely wouldn't make it.
I'm survival Cam, but I don't know about that one.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's a different one.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna fight.
Yeah, still gonna fight, but jail different.
I'm not a big guy.
Yeah, jail's wild.
But I tell you what, if I know I'm going, everything stopped. Training every day.
Oh yeah.
I'm taking boxing lessons. I'm taking like self-defense classes, martial arts. I'm gonna be studying psychology, how to diffuse situations. Be looking at other videos of niggas that went to jail and telling me what to do and don't do. Everything. That's it. Don't ask me to do nothing else.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn how to make the best jail food possible.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Open up a little shop.
Chef Cam.
Hey y'all, don't stab me. I'm making omelets.
They're like, hey, you can't stab him. Don't that? He the chef.
He making good ass food.
I want y'all to be mad if I get attacked. Hey, that nigga be making a good ass food.
Leave me alone, man.
Thank you, dog.
I want a bunch of niggas that got a Glock dookie. He got my back.
Hey, y'all back up off him. He making the eggs.
I want all even the racist nigga. Hey, that nigga makes great eggs. Get out of here.
He makes great eggs.
Thank you,
right.
Thank you, Mr. Racist.
He's talking about this nigga right here.
Thank you, Mr. Racist. Yes. You want me to make it into a swastika? All right, I got you. You know I got it. I got an art background. You know, I went to art school.
Nigga said I got an art background.
You said you want the Confederate flag. Oh, I can do that. I can
do that. You got some food coloring? I can make it red for you. All right.
Oh, you say you make a nigga bleed for that? Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, hold on. You say you gonna stab me? Hey, watch out. Let me get his eggs. What you want? Scrambled? All right.
I like my eggs without a knife in my back.
Yeah, you don't want that life, man. You don't want that life. What's this passenger flying?
Oh, that's what we talked about.
That was
what I didn't get an apology for.
So this is real quick. I guess last two things. So I'm driving yesterday to go to Target, and when
Did you hit it?
I hit it.
And when I get to the corner, I see is this guy on the phone, and he angry, and I was like, man. Poor man, whoever that woman is that's getting to him on the phone.
You know.
You're not stopping like that on the corner for a dude. You either gonna hang up or say, meet me there, whatever we gotta do. I'm not doing all this with you.
So you were driving past
and I was at the light and he was right on the corner.
And he was on the corner. And you immediately assessed that that's a woman behind that call, right?
Immediately.
You just know it. You know it. You could kind of read it.
I'm talking about he looked red in the face and he was doing this and turning around and throwing his hand. I said, yeah.
Now, and the funny thing is, it's still kind of a woman. But those goddamn digital women. I can't stand them bitches on the phone.
I don't like that shit.
I cannot impress one for accessory.
Man.
0. Get me to what I need to.
So I was like, it just made me laugh because I was like, whatever they're going through, or either it's something he is yelling on his phone. There's only a woman to make you walk to where you don't know where you're walking to.
Right. You just pacing like, what the fuck?
just on a call.
He was perplexed on that phone.
Oh yeah, he didn't know what was going on, but it was just funny. And then the last thing,
I've definitely been on one of those calls, boy.
Oh yeah,
Outside the
we've all
Starbucks.
been on them calls.
2013, behind in a back alley.
Do you think you could
yelling
at this age now though? You couldn't. Do you think a woman can still get you that upset? I mean, say you didn't have your girl. Do you think at this age you could be on the corner?
No, I think gotta be your girl.
Got to be your girl.
Because you ain't gonna tolerate it if it's
Gotcha.
not.
Yeah, gotta be your girl.
He's that mad because he's tolerating it because he have to. It's
true.
his girl.
True.
If it's not your girl,
you're not worried about that.
Hey, all right, goodbye.
And it's in every man to get that man, no matter what.
For sure.
It's in every, because it's like stupidity is just gonna piss you off. Or just like non-rational thinking, or like just upset, like, and they'll dig on your skin to get you angry. But that's why I'm thankful for my woman, because I specifically wanted somebody in my life that brings me peace
and logic.
Like she, and she's logical, but she's still a woman.
I mean, you're gonna have those.
I love my baby.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she's a peaceful person.
Yeah,
and that's what I know I need. Like, more than anything, I would suggest to all you young fellas out there looking for a woman, the bad bitches, the 9s and the 10s, leave them.
Leave
them alone.
You need a solid 6.5.
6.5
with peace.
Maybe even a 6.
Maybe
a 6. I say a 6 to 8
with peace.
You might be able to swing it with an 8.
You might like low 8.
A low 8. Because a high 8,
like 7.9.
They could be, 9, 10, they're ruined. Belong to the streets. They are ruined. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Get you.
We've been around these. Listen, ruined.
Yeah.
Get you 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there, and she's nice, just kind, brings you
like
peace.
Maybe
like
at the end of the day, the man just want peace, man. He's already stressed out enough.
Exactly.
Get you one with like maybe the tooth a little crooked or something. Like, it's just like certain
if
things.
It's a little crooked,
like, something light.
A toe might.
You don't want someone who's been fined their whole life.
You don't want
someone who got fined. They know what it's like not to be. It's almost like us knowing pre-internet and now internet.
Yeah.
We know the difference.
I'm telling you, even the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, and the 4s now, they're ruined.
The low
because
tier.
they take their hurt and they act like the 9s and 10s.
Got you.
And it's like, y'all
fall right in the middle. You got to fall right in the middle.
Those middle ones, man, it's hard to find them. It's a small particular few. They're beautiful. They could dress up, even a 6, the 5, even the 5, 6, 7s. They could. Some of them could dress to look like 8s and 9s.
I see some nice 6s outside the club.
Yeah, and then you take them home. They take off their clothes. Like, you got a nice little body under that. That's the ones you want.
Yeah, if you find a girl with a butt, don't know she got a butt.
Oh yeah,
that's the best, ain't it? Like, you don't even need to see all that shit. But the 9s and 10s are ruined in America, especially in America. Ruined.
Yeah, you need peace, man. I think the older you get, you just realize you look at character. You start just character is like.
That's why personality is so important. The older you get,
man, I can't deal with the other shit. You want somebody who you can just have a logical conversation with. They understand their side, your side. Granted, you might have some hiccups along the way, but it's nothing where it's like detrimental, where you're like, this bitch stupid.
Because no matter how fine they are, if the character and personality off, you're gonna be turned off.
You're gonna be
turned off
immediately.
Like, you're gonna be so turned off.
Last thing I want to talk about before I let Mike ask his question. The YouTube will take you places you don't need to be. I was on YouTube the other day. I seen a video that said giving 100x back to people who offer me gas money. So I was like, all right, let me just click this. One of those like
make you cry.
So I'm like, mind you, I'm having a good day.
Make me cry.
Good day. I click on the video, and this guy's obviously going around. He's one of those YouTubers that gives people like prizes and stuff, like, so he goes around to the first couple people. He's like, hey, do you have gas? Would you happen to have some gas? I'm out of gas. I would love to get. And a couple people like, no. Cool. So then he got to this lady, and he was like, ma'am, do you mind if I borrow some gas money? She was like, oh, I don't have gas money, but I can leave like $7 on the pump if you would like. And he's like, oh man, that'll be wonderful. She's like, yeah, pull in behind me. He goes into, he's like, actually, I don't need gas. I just wanted to see if you're gonna be kind and offer me the gas. He said, since you said $7, then I'm gonna X that by 100. Here's $700. And so he pulls out 700 ones and gives it to her. She's like, oh no, I can't. He's like, no, give it to you. She break out crying. Her kids in the car break out crying. She was like, you don't know how much this means. So eyes watered. I had a little water. I said, now Rome, you got two choices. You can click off of this video.
Yeah.
You can keep going. I should have clicked off. Next one. I wish somebody had a hidden camera in there, because next one is this guy, this Mexican dude. Oh yeah, it's this Mexican dude. God walks up to him. He says, "Sir, do you think you could help me with some money?" And the dude kind of had broken English. He was like, "Oh no, I only have $2." And the guy was like, "Oh, okay. What about $1 for you, $1 for me?" Like, he's trying to get him.
Right. He's an older dude, or
the guy that's giving the money?
No, the Mexican guy.
Yeah, probably up there 30s, 40s. Okay. Yeah. So he was like, I barely have any. So the guy's like, "What about a quarter? You got a quarter?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I got a quarter here." He's like, "You got a quarter?" So he gave him the quarter. He was like, "Well, actually, I don't really need it." He was like, "I just want to see, would you be kind and give me a quarter?" He was like, "Since you were kind and gave me a quarter, I'm gonna give you $250." And so the guy immediately, the Mexican was like, "No." And then the guy was like, "No, it's yours." He's like, "No." He's like, "I can't take it." And so then he finally gets the money, and he's holding the money. And this nigga is holding the money. He looked at him, sat back in the car. I'm in the room.
You know why? It ain't nothing like. It's nothing like when a man cry. When men cry, it's so hard to watch.
Oh my God,
that shit hit me.
real.
Then he
it's
said,
so hard to watch.
He was like, I got fired not fired. He was like, I got let go of my job, COVID. So the dude was like, you got let go from your job. Oh, why didn't you say that from the beginning? Pulls out another like $500, give it to him. I'm in the room. Come on, man. What the fuck, man? I'm crying and shit. I'm like, damn, man. And he said, "Can I give you a hug?" They hugging this shit. I was like, I can't take men crying, man. This shit. Man. I was like, I should have clicked off this fucking video.
Yeah, anytime a guy cries, I cry.
That's what get me when I was watching them kids ask step parents to adopt them.
Oh yeah,
like when the step parents are breaking down because they raised these.
You like, come on,
I was
man.
in there boo-hooing. And you always go look in the mirror at yourself.
Like, when I'm crying, I call my mom. I'm like, "I'm here watching this stupid ass video, man. I look stupid in here. Hope nobody don't see me."
Hate those videos, man. I hate them videos.
I cry on the drop of a dime. It's worth it.
Like that's real. That's emotional stuff for me. Like that shit's like that. Yeah.
There was this book that I started reading, and it was about fucking this girl or this guy. He was a financial guy, and he lost all his money, and he was scared to come tell his family, and he was like really like contemplating because he had built up this wealth and all this stuff, but he ended up losing everything. So he went to his family, and it was a day he came from the office, realized that the tax guy called him and said, "Hey," he had like maybe $5,000 in his bank account. The tax guy called him and said, "Hey, we need $7,000." So he said he just felt like he ain't know what to do. He went back home. He sat in his chair, and it was time for dinner. He said the kids start coming, and the wife is preparing, and he says he's just like he can't. He's just trying to hold it together. Yeah. And so he ends up. He says, I think the wife asks, "Oh, what's wrong?" And as soon as he's like, "I lost it all," he told him that, and he just started bawling. And goddamn, this shit's a stinger.
Shit tough.
So he's saying, God, like he's crying, and the little girl, his youngest daughter, looks at. They all looking in shock. She gets up and runs to her room, and she comes back with a piggy bank.
Oh man, come on, man. Woo, shit. Man, that's that shit, man. Come on, see,
nigga.
See,
she comes back with a piggy bank. It says, "You can have God."
Don't do this shit, man. I cried once on a podcast. I'm not doing it
This
again.
was in a book. I'm reading this shit like, and my girl came in. What's wrong with you? I'm over here. This fucking shit.
I'm doing this.
My girl looked at me in shock, like, what's going on?
That shit tough, man.
She saw me shedding tears. I was like,
Can I tell you why I cried this weekend?
Oh, why'd you cry?
I watched The Blind Side.
Hey, man, hey man, that shit get emotional. That's a man struggling. That's a man struggling.
Fuck that shit, man. About white people adopting black people. Oh my God. He obviously needed the help.
He crying because he want to be adopted by Sandra Bullock too.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn. She adopted a man that already had enough food. Look at that man. Go play some
So I'm
football.
guessing the daughter said he could have the money in the piggy bank.
Yeah, she had a few coins and she said, "Daddy, you can have my money."
That should have break
I
it
was
down.
like,
That'll break it down.
Yeah, he said once he saw that, he was like, I don't know what to do. He's like,
you down.
but he
It also motivates you too.
that did become his motivating factor, but that was a heavy
He looks
moment.
at her, he's like, that's not enough.
I honestly,
You little bitch, what are you doing?
I honestly got to question how he got his money and how he was as a person, because I feel like if you that rich, you probably have other peers that are that rich. And I should have been able to go to one of my peers like, hey,
help me out a little bit.
Help me out a little bit.
Yeah.
When I get it back, I got you.
Possibly.
But if you was one of those assholes peoples where it's like, when you fall, ain't nobody gonna catch you because you was an asshole coming up, then that's a little tougher.
People can get you, but it's depending on your lifestyle. People
Yeah.
might not be able to afford your first month's rent or next
that
month's
too,
rent.
But
So
I'm just saying, like, even just the taxes thing. If I got another rich friend, hey, let me hold 2,000. Let me pay
yeah,
this off.
I think he was fine. Like, I think he would have in the book. He had plenty of friends that were like would help him out with little stuff,
But he wanted to.
He just knew it was like there was nothing coming in from
Gotcha,
there.
gotcha.
He would have to keep asking unless he figured out something. And he
That's
was just
fair.
in a bad place.
Real quick before we get out of here, I want Mike to say his hot take for the day.
Oh yeah. I came in hot today this morning. I decided that I'm done with Marvel.
I started laughing when he said
done.
You watched what, Moon Knight or Doctor Strange?
I watched Doctor Strange and I watched the first 3 episodes of Moon Knight.
Okay.
And it's not. Look, they're great. I'll watch Spider-Man again when it comes out. If a new one comes out, X-Men, for sure I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
But after that, I just don't care. Like it just don't like. I watched Doctor Strange with my nieces, and I was watching this entire thing. I was like, if I didn't know that Wanda had these kids on some show on some streaming, then I would have no idea what's going on. So I'm just like, I just don't want to.
I feel you,
That's
Mike.
fair.
I'm done.
That's fair.
They can keep going. If they find something that's interesting, okay, I'll watch
That's
it.
fair.
Listen, man, I grew up reading the comics.
Wait, you didn't like Black Widow?
I don't think nobody.
I didn't watch that shit.
I grew up reading the comics, bro. I fell asleep skipping it.
The
I
comics?
was skipping to the action scene.
Oh, you talking about
Black Widow?
Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
I tried watching it on Disney Plus. I'm skipping to the
Action?
action scenes, and
Action?
I still fell asleep.
There's a YouTube compilation. It's 3 minutes long. That's all you need.
of Black Widow.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
I just feel like Disney, it's Disneyifying it.
Yeah.
And it's just becoming product right now. They just dumping out new show after new show. The movies don't seem to have that, except for Spider-Man was like, okay,
That's the
they
cap.
might be back with it a little bit.
That might be the cap.
I think the one that was the cap was Captain Marvel. Because after that, it's like, what's the point anymore?
Gotcha.
She can literally do everything.
Gotcha.
What,
What's the
in
point?
the movie?
In the whole thing, like
Yeah.
If
She's like a
anyone's
god
in
or
trouble,
something.
she just comes and that's done.
I think the one
Superman.
I'm excited for is Blade.
Superman.
I want
Blade,
Blade.
I mean, I gotta see
I'm
Blade.
excited
I
about
want
that.
Blade, but I'm scared. Like, are y'all gonna fuck it up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I gotta take that risk.
it's at a weird place right now with Marvel.
Interesting, like because you didn't feel like that with Phase 3, like with Iron Man and all that. So you didn't feel like
Iron Man
you do.
3 was pretty trash.
I mean, but like as a whole, you didn't feel like that.
I think Avengers. What's the one before Endgame?
Ultron.
Infinity War.
Infinity War. Yeah, like around that time,
Yeah.
I was like, kind of already losing it.
Okay.
Endgame was good because it was
Gotcha.
like
I
an
mean,
epic
yeah, yeah.
conclusion, but Infinity War wasn't really feeling it. Civil War was whatever. The one with Ultron, Ultron, that
Age of
one,
Ultron.
that one kind of was like, this is kind of whack.
Kind of dumb.
Hey man, come to Batman. He don't let you.
Oh, I
dance.
love Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
Kidding
Everyone.
me?
Yeah, you
The
look
slander,
You can go to Batman, but not the DC universe.
The slander that Batman gets needs to be given to Black Widow.
It definitely need to be given to Black Widow for
They
sure.
don't get nowhere near the slander Batman.
Yeah, because Black
gets.
Widow, boo boo.
All the arguments they make for Batman could be said for a lot of these other characters that don't get that slander.
I just don't feel like they showing their love to the characters as much right now, because it's like Moon Knight is a cool ass character.
That's
in
a
the
cool
comics,
character.
man. He's like the Batman for Marvel, and this was just like, oh boy, did good, Oscar Isaac. But the story, the writing is just like, what is happening?
I fell
don't
off.
know.
I watched 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, I watched 3
don't care.
episodes. I stopped after that.
And then Wanda, she over here, you see what I'm saying? This dirty hoe, she over here trying to go after some fake kids when she has a real man somewhere out there. You can't. She ain't bring him up once.
Marvel got to
She
explain
didn't
that
bring
one.
up-
I don't know what they. I don't
She
know
didn't
what they
bring
was doing.
up Vision
Well,
one
listen,
time.
this is the time for DC to do their thing. They better step on up. That's good. We about to end.
Two things for you. You about to conclude?
No, I'm just saying DC needed this the time DC to step on up. Like it's like, listen, y'all got to open and people getting upset with Marvel. You better step. But DC, their track record, I don't know.
Outside of Batman,
yeah, I'm not sure. But go ahead.
Do y'all want to talk about the last Atlanta episode, or you want to talk about the movie we saw?
Yo,
hold on.
Okay.
I'm watching the movie you saw tomorrow, but you can go ahead and talk about it. Just letting you know.
Okay, I won't give any spoilers.
Okay, yeah, go.
But talk about
us back because they don't see it on time.
But there's always a movie.
None of us seen it on time.
Like
none of us see it.
I watch and I'll be like, this is what I want from Marvel. This is the feeling I want. I want to fall in love with this goddamn movie when it comes to Marvel movies specifically.
I think to be fair though, Marvel gave y'all more good than bad.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm being American as fuck now. You're not giving me all my characters. but what I'm saying is like these Asians dropped a movie, man. That was incredible, dog.
That shit was incredible.
This shit was incredible.
What's the title
called Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Fire.
Fucking
it's so
fantastic
so
movie.
Different.
I was enthralled. And I ain't even gonna front. You want to talk about a tearjerker too? Rome, there was a part in there. Cam was turning towards this direction. I was sitting here, Cam was sitting there, and he looked over because we heard people sniffing.
All the women in there crying.
All the women in there and crying. I'm over here like, yeah, all the women in there. Nigga, this shit was so emotional. I was like, God. But it's sci-fi. It's like,
blends
I mean, it feels like
genres.
Matrix. It feels like Inception mixed with like comedy and just. I mean, it was incredible.
Yeah, I gotta watch.
I really enjoyed it, and it was inspiring too to watch.
You seen it?
Like fresh shit.
Yeah.
You know the one American director who could have made that movie and made it cool, just as cool?
Yeah.
Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright would have had them shots turned up and that shit. Even though the director did great.
Fantastic.
Did great,
the Daniels.
It's silly shit. It's silly too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that one.
But did y'all see the last episode of Atlanta?
Mike said he gonna wait till the season over.
You can talk about
Atlanta's doing phenomenal things. The writing on their show, they're doing phenomenal things.
Because this was the one with Kevin Samuels, the last episode.
Yeah, had Kevin Samuels in it.
He was in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was the lead almost.
They're doing,
well, not the lead, but
this season, the writers, they kill it.
Now, this week, this the finale.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
no, that last episode,
really good.
Nigga.
Were they touching on like his subjects matter?
Nah, they was talking about more like black and white, like almost how like when it's a black benefit, then white people claim they black side almost.
And it's black and it's filmed in black and white. The whole episode, it was.
But until the end.
Until the end.
And that ending, the way they ended it, dog. That episode crazy. So fucking funny. It's just the dude that was backing up Kevin Samuels, them two dudes, hilarious.
Mm-hmm. They're doing good stuff.
R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, man.
Yeah. R.I.P. Samuels.
Gonna live on, man.
All right, y'all. Where we at? We're at
almost 140.
Solid. All right, y'all. Well, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff.
Follow the Comedy Trap House podcast, the CTH podcast on Instagram. We got a lot of news and stuff updating on there.
Oh,
new content.
My man. Last thing I want to shout out. So our friend Destiny, she is raising money to film for her short film that she's doing, and they have a goal for raising money, and what I want to do is I think they have like a trailer, and so it's about best friends Leah and Keith make a dating pact, but things go all the way left before they go right. They'll be filming this summer, I believe. So looking for cast, catering, crew, equipment. So as filmmakers, I gotta show love to our people. So I want to make sure that we put the Indiegogo in here. Low key, this might even be the ad. I might just cut this and put it at the front so people can check it out. So y'all look out for that. We'll put it link in the description to help donate. And if you're interested in the project, she has all of her information on there, so you can reach out to her as well. What's that?
I said I donated.
Yeah. Cam donated. So they're trying to raise what did they say? Of course, it's out of. They're trying to raise $25K.
It's doable.
And I think it is doable. But of course, listen, people realize it. Shooting expensive.
It is.
Shooting expensive. So if you
I think they may be halfway there after I donated.
So they're currently sitting at about 5,000. So we want to make sure that Cam. But no, if you want to support, we would love your support on behalf of the Trap House. Y'all show love to the community, and if you are in LA and want to help and be a part, reach out. So all the information will be below. So until next time, make sure what did Arsenio Hall say? Or was it Soul Train?
Wait that long.
But y'all like, subscribe, and make sure you leave a review on Apple.
Yes, please,
because that goes a long way. And
also, if you got Shady Side Up Shades, we got playlists for the shades now.
Boom.
Apple Music.
That was a very cool idea. Very cool idea.
Playlist for the shades, so you can get you a frame and you listen to the playlist.
Except for the Easter pack, 'cause that's temporary, so ain't no playlist for them.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So
very cool idea. I'm shocked Cam came up with it. But
he never believes me. That's what I'm saying. He never believes me.
One day,
my apology.
Listen, you gotta do like 50 Cent said. You gotta shoot that nigga.
Well, I don't want to go to jail.
Okay, that's fair.
You need to ask Destiny if they need an action hero. Because Cam could come through and sell himself.
There you go. I'm not a stunt man.
All right, y'all. Till next time. Peace.
Amber Heard be doing coke.